All right, this is the place.
But...
She's over there. The one with an eye patch reading in front of the newsstand.
Oh, her!
Please wait here for a moment. I'll go fetch her. She's working now, so you might not want to get in her way.
Working? But isn't she just standing there and reading a novel?
Just trust me.
Oh, alright, let's see what happens then. Shiori sure is a mysterious person.
The court of Fontaine isn't particularly tolerant of visitors from overseas, even a local like me.
Reading on the job?
Detective novel.
One main character?
No. Multiple. Branching storylines.
I see.
One of the main characters is about to make a choice that will affect the rest of his life. I'd wager he's going to make the wrong choice.
Any way to speed things up?
You know that doesn't depend on me. It all comes down to what...
Which is exactly why I'm...
All right. It appears he made the wrong choice. Halt!
Huh? What's...
Hand over whatever you're holding.
Oh, it's just a book. I didn't buy anything else.
Then I'm sure you wouldn't mind letting me have a look.
Excuse me, officer. I don't mind you standing around here, not purchasing anything, but I'd prefer if you didn't disturb my customer.
Don't give me that act. You won't be able to get off so easily either. I am Chevras, captain of Fontaine's Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. I will say this one last time. Hand over whatever you're holding at once. And before you do anything unwise, let me remind you that I'll have you on the ground before you can even think about making a run for it.
All right. I'll give it to you. But please let me say something first. If there's any contraband in that book, then the shopkeeper here is the one who slipped it in.
Why, you trying to leave me on the hook, huh? You were the one who said you wanted it.
Save it for the interrogation room. Take them away, Letelier.
What's going on here? One second you're reading a book and the next you're escorting...
And who are... Oh! Aren't you the traveler who's been all over the papers recently? Maybe I can let you in on what's happening then. Now that Vacher has been brought to justice, no new shipments of synth will be made and distributed to sellers. Thanks to a tip from our reliable source.
Oh, so you were Oh! Paimon almost forgot to introduce ourselves.
Hey, I'm Chevras. You probably already heard me introduce myself, so...
Yeah, why didn't you make a move as soon as you had the chance?
No, I wanted to see if the shopkeeper would turn himself in first. All he had to do was come up to me and say that he didn't know where the synth had come from. If
He had the whole day to turn the synth over to Chevras.
Yep, he made the wrong choice.
But you knew they would...
Yeah, I knew. I was... Enough about that, though. What did you want to ask me about?
Oh, you see,
The Two Musketeers. You certainly have a good eye for a story. So what do you need me to do? Just be the action choreographer for the actors?
Yes, that's right. I want to make sure we get... However, I'm
No need to say any more.
Huh? Just like that?
Really? You're willing to help us with our...
Sure, it's no big deal. As I said, we've wrapped up our investigation here, so I don't... Besides, I personally really like this novel.
Then we've got a deal?
Yes, I'll see you on set tomorrow.
Oh my!
Calm down, Xavier. The film is going to take more than just a day to finish. Still, I should also head back now and start preparing the actors' costumes and makeup.
Alright, guess that's it for today then.
Traveler, Paimon, please stay for a moment. I have something to tell you.
Then I'll take Xavier back. Poor thing. He's so excited that he can't even walk straight anymore. I don't want to spend our first day. He'd better.
So what did you want to tell us, Chevron?
Have you read The Two Musketeers? The story is about a pair of children born into the household of a baron, and their struggle to survive together and take revenge for their mother. They were raised at the baron's estate, where their mother worked as a maid. The two were illegitimate children that the baron had with the maid, so they were... One day, upon returning home, they found their mother had been murdered and left dead on the floor. However, the baron was able to exert his influence and keep the... Many years later, the baron believed that the mother's soul had come to take vengeance, but it was actually those two siblings who had fled all those years ago. They used all of their abilities to collect evidence and clues before executing...
That's quite an exhilarating story.
Yep, the baron got what he deserved for his evil deed.
Oh, so is that why you were so willing to join our...
You could say it was...
Oh, you mean there were other reasons too?
I've read the reports about you. Whether it was at the trial, you've shown that you've got a strong sense of justice, as well as a great mind for deductions. Yes, you're as sharp as I expected. There's been a recent murder case in...
Huh? Really?
The Marechaussee Phantom hasn't yet released any information to the public.
A murder involving firearms?
Impossible. However...
Huh?
I hope you all can go back and... I'm aware this might not be the ideal time to add more to your plate, but carrying out investigations isn't actually supposed to be our responsibility. Our job is to apprehend the perpetrators. Finding them is really up to the Marechaussee Phantom. I don't want people to see muskets in a negative way, and also, I'm concerned about the similarity between the crimes and the story.
You mean they might be connected
I suspect so. Just to make myself clear, if you two have any interest in the case after we...
What do you think, Traveler? Yeah, you're right. Paimon's getting a little tired too. We've really been hustling all day.
You'd better head back and get some rest. It's good to keep a calm mind, especially when you're about to make an important decision. Otherwise, when the moment comes...
Ice and Frost.
I'm going in!
Futile! Through me, justice is served! Guilty! Their penance is due! You stand condemned! Guilty! One with the forest!
Let's light it up!
No touching. This is long overdue.
Nowhere to run! And Shroud! I hear everything! Nowhere to run! Your sins weigh upon your soul! Your penance is due! Guilty! Can't see?
Teamwork is dreamwork!
For Rex Lapis.
Wealth is the foundation on which civilization is built.
Let's light it up!
Access denied.
Out of the way! Ow!
Can't see? Let's nip that in the bud. Judgment is upon you. You stand condemned. Your penance is due. You stand condemned. Your penance is due. One with the forest.
Let's light it up!
Born of Ice and...
I'm going in!
We're wait. Access denied. Next on the agenda.
Surrender! Keep up.
Take cover! That's gonna hurt in the morning.
Born of Ice and Frost.
Futile!
Adventure time!
Nowhere to run!
Our perseverance has paid off.
Futile!
It's finally...
Ad Astra Abyss. Thank you for complete. Ad Astra.
If Paimon remembers right, we're meeting at Hotel de Boer. Let's get going!
Nowhere to run!
Ayaka, Ymia, you're already here!
Good morning. Xavier said yesterday afternoon went well.
Yeah, and how about you, Ayaka? What were you up to yesterday?
After we split up, Ayato went to see Udexner. I was originally thinking of, so I rode the aqua bus with you.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe what we saw there! Two mechanical puppets that were dancing together! You've already seen them, right? Yeah, those two! Amazing, aren't they?
We sat and watched for quite a while.
Oh, it was the same for us.
Afterwards, we went swimming at the beach! I held Ayaka's hand and we counted down together. At first, I didn't dare to open my mouth. But once I couldn't hold my breath any longer, I decided to take a big breath in. Turns out, the water wasn't as salty as I imagined. Before I knew it, I was breathing like normal down there. It was an amazing feeling. Ayaka said I was too nervous and needed to loosen my grip. She got used to everything way faster than
I knew that the Traveler could do it, so I had no doubt we could do it too. That helped me feel at ease as soon as we dove in. The underwater world in Fontaine truly is beautiful. I love seeing the Romaritime flowers blossoming underwater, like little candles lighting up the streets at night.
Yeah, and there were so many creatures that we've never seen in Inazuma. Like those fish that shimmer like a sword blade. Whoosh! Oh, and those big fish that call when they see people.
Oh, you mean Hunter's Rays and Blubber Beasts.
I just love the name Blubber Beast. Just wait till Pops and the others hear about this. They probably won't believe a word I say.
Yoimiya was down there for quite a while.
Yeah, but as soon as...
Speaking of the film,
My brother and Xavier were... As for the others, we're here.
Please excuse my tardiness. I just finished the Special Patrol's 6-mile morning jog.
wait, 6 miles?
I'm so tired. I heard you all chatting, so I decided to come down. I sure could use some of that endless energy everyone else.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning. Can someone fetch me a cup of coffee? More milk, hold the sugar.
Sure, I'd be happy. No, you can't go anywhere. Please, have a seat over here so I can get started on your makeup. The last thing I want is coffee stains on my...
I can get the coffee. It's the perfect job for an assistant.
So much energy. Seriously, what's her secret?
Oh, Yoimiya's always like that. But you sure look exhausted, Farina. It's because you're not used to waking up so early, huh?
Of course not. I spent the whole night reading the novel from cover to cover, marking sections that either need to be omitted.
Wow. Paimon didn't expect you to be so...
Well, I went all out when I was acting as an Archon, so why wouldn't I do the same for my own life?
Here's your coffee, Director Farina.
Oh, thank you. The sound of being called director and the aroma of coffee feels almost as refreshing as hearing the birds chirping in the morning.
It seems everyone has managed to arrive on time.
We've reached an agreement with the restaurant owner. We are free to use the second floor to shoot.
Really? That's great!
He is really looking forward to our film, and hopes that providing his... Well then, Mr. Xavier.
Okay, thanks. First, I'd like to introduce our new members. This is our prop manager, Veronique. She'll be in charge of all the film. And this is Bono, our lighting technician. He'll be in charge of lighting and illumination to set up each scene's atmosphere.
Wow. Sure feels like we have...
First of all, please allow me to first express my sincerest gratitude to everyone in the crew. I had no idea that I'd find so many people willing to help me on
No need to be so cordial, Mr. Xavier. We're all honored to be a part of this.
Your works made a profound impression on me when I saw them back in Inazuma. I am sure that someday, this film will be remembered as a prime example of cultural exchange between Fontaine and Inazuma.
Yes, the story is the reason.
Anyway, I would like to make a promise to everyone. This is not just my film. So, without further ado, you may take it from here, Director Farina.
All right. Listen, the first scene take...
Whoa. See?
Is everyone clear? All right. Cameras will start. Not the kind of waves that drown people. I mean, the good kind of waves.
Seems like she's still a bit traumatized by that. Anyway, let's go see if there's anything we can do to help.
Ayaka has mentioned you to me before.
No talking. I'm thinking about how to do your eyeshadow
Ah, yes.
to achieve a more...
Are you saying the wrinkles around...
You just have too much of a... Quiet.
I don't need any help here. Why don't you try asking someone else?
Ah, so this is what a musket looks like.
Not exactly.
How about here?
A little more.
You got it.
Hey, Yoimiya, do you need a hand?
No, I'm fine. You know, doing the lighting is kind of like designing a fireworks show. I heard that the Traveler will be operating the camera and...
Really? Is that...
Well, sure, there's that, but that's not exactly what I meant. I just think that after all your journeys together, you two must have developed a super close bond and just naturally know how to work with each other. Oh, I see.
Yoimiya, we need lights over there, too.
Oh, on it! I've got to get back to work. Chat with you later. Oh, it's exciting to see so many people.
Seems like Yoimiya's really getting into it. But she was right. We do have a super close bond.
Gotta make sure Lynette stays away from the tracks.
So, this is a real musket?
No, it's just a prop weapon.
Not bad. Have you seen a real musket before?
Only in books and newspapers. I made this one based on the relative shape and proportions I saw in reference. When we're filming, some special gunpowder will be applied around the muzzle, which will help create the flash and smoke effects of a real gun being fired.
Which means it'll be up to the actors to portray the recoil.
That's right. The sound effects for gun-
Thank you, Veronique. I think I know where to start now. However, the musket's gears and firing pin could still use some work. Adding some wear on the metallic components will make them appear more realistic. Also, be sure to rub the muskets with some oil each time before we start shooting. That'll give the impression that the firearms have been well maintained.
Good point.
You seem to know a lot, Miss Chevres. I assume you use these types of firearms on a regular...
Yes, I perform routine maintenance on my weapons every day. Just like we as people need to eat and sleep, muskets need to be cleaned and maintained.
I also perform similar care for my sword every day, and familiarize myself with its shape and weight, to the point where it feels like a natural extension of my body.
Yes, this way, our weapons will never betray us in the heat of battle.
Yes, well said. It seems we have the same philosophy on this topic.
Oh, sounds like they found a common interest to talk about.
Though these props differ from the muskets I use, I can still give you some pointers.
Good. I look forward to your instruction.
First and foremost, never point the weapon at anyone, regardless of whether it's a real or prop weapon, or whether you're holding it or it's on the table. This holds for any time when you're not actively engaging an enemy.
Okay, understood.
When aiming the musket, extend your arm so that it's level with your shoulder, and use your eye
like this?
Not bad. Now, try saying your lines.
This is the end of the road for you.
Good. Now turn your body a little. That way, you'll give your enemy less of a target to work with. This is the end of the road for you.
Huh. Excuse me, Miss Chiori. Director Farina, there's something I wish to discuss with you.
Oh? What is it?
Like this?
Yes, much better.
What do you think? I believe it would be most...
Well, if you insist. Miss Ayaka!
Huh? What's going on? Are we good?
Let's go see.
What is it?
I have a question for you, Miss Chevres.
What?
To clarify, I would like to turn over my role to Miss Chevres.
But brother...
Don't worry, Ayaka. I actually view this as a good thing. I was becoming troubled trying to set aside some time to speak to the staff at the Palais Mermonia. Now, I will be able to focus on my...
From a director's point of view, I also... The older brother in the story plays the lead role with his overbearing character. But this causes his character... But... If we... Also, I've seen you instructing Ayaka.
Of course. Even with all these insights.
Chevres mentioned that she really likes the story, right? Paimon bets that she'll take the role.
All right, I'll take the role.
Good. It's decided then. We'll also need to make... I have a feeling that our adaptation...
You're doing a great favor.
Don't mention it. I like this character, so if anything, I should be the one thanking you.
Well, since my brother is the one who brought up the idea, let's go, Miss Chevres.
Please, just call me Chevres.
Seems like you're really going out of your way to solve the problem I was having with your makeup.
Surely you jest, Chiori. I assure you that I was mostly motivated by...
Oh, come on. You really think I'd buy that? According to what I've heard from Ayaka, her brother is someone who can juggle 10 different matters at the same time. I'm sure you have other reasons for backing out.
Perhaps. Ayaka always said she wanted to go out and see more of the world, just like the Traveler. But I feel that she needs not only to see other nations, but also to make some different kinds of friends. I think it would be harder for her to make new connections with me constantly by her side. I would like to give her some space.
Alright, go on. Spoil her some...
Ayato! It's too bad you're stepping down from the role. Paimon really wanted to see you act as a musketeer.
No need to poke fun at me.
It's a little hard for Paimon to imagine you saying those lines.
Yes, I've made an appointment to meet some people from the Palais Mermonia.
Traveler, get the camera ready. Paimon, get the clapperboard. Actors, to your positions. We're about to start shooting the first scene.
Go on now. And please take good care of Ayaka.
Yep, don't worry.
Thank you. I look forward to seeing the film when it's finished.
All right, now that we're all here, let me help set the scene for everyone. The first scene takes place when our two Chevres will be playing the role of the older sister. Silence on the set! Lights, camera, action!
Let's go!
Tulip, Mother's been out for quite a while now.
Perhaps she went to pick some flowers on the way home. You know how she loves flowers.
Iris, Tulip, I'm home.
Mother! You were out for so long, we were beginning to worry about you.
I'm sorry, but I'm back now, safe and sound. Here, I brought your favorite treat. Up.
Mother, what are those bruises on your hand?
Huh? What bruises? Oh, I must have bumped into something while I was working yesterday.
But I didn't notice them this morning.
Then perhaps they're from when I accidentally tripped when I was out. Just by the way, did you have fun playing at home? What's the matter, Iris?
Well, we've realized that no one really wants to play with us.
They even took Iris's doll and spat at us.
And they even called us names. They said we were...
Shh. It's all right. Don't worry. Girls, listen to me. It doesn't matter what anyone says. Don't listen to them. No one can define you with such words. You both have wonderful lives ahead of you. Just like your names. You will both blossom like beautiful flowers. Maybe your time to blossom hasn't quite come yet. But one day, you two will bloom more beautifully than anything else. Don't let the soil you're in now ruin your future beauty. Understand? My dear...
And cut! Not bad. The actors' emotions were all on point. Let's keep that take. Also, if our clapper loader could avoid shouting at the start of the scene next time...
Oh, got it.
Great. I was a little worried that my nerves would...
I felt fine. The lines weren't too difficult at all. Seems like Farina must have adapted the role nicely.
You two were great. I couldn't tell it was your first time acting in a film.
Thank you for your encouragement.
Positions, everyone! We'll move on to the next scene after we try a few more camera angles. This scene is when our two characters return home, only to discover their mother has been murdered. Ready? Lights! Camera! Action!
Mother, we're back. Mother? What's wrong, Tulip?
Iris, stay away!
Huh? Why? What's... Mother! She's...
There's poison in this cup.
Huh? I could have sworn I've seen this...
Those aristocrats. They didn't even try to cover up their actions. Iris, we need to leave this place.
Leave? But now that Mother is gone... Where...
Anywhere. All I know is that we can't stay in this house.
But... Are we just going to let them get away with this?
We'll have our revenge, I promise you. Just not right now. Come on, let's go.
No, wait. We can't just leave Mother here like this. At least let me leave this rose with her. That's why we went out in the first place. To buy her this flower.
All right. Goodbye, Mother. We'll live...
And cut! Beautiful! Great performance!
Oh my, you're so amazing, Ayaka! And were those real tears I saw? How did you do it?
I was surprised too.
Thank you for the kind compliments. It's quite similar to practicing the art of the sword. You clear your mind and focus only on what's happening in front of you.
Ayaka's performance was amazing. Have I discovered an acting prodigy? Pipe down, everyone! We need to move on to the next scene!
Traveler. Is your arm sore from holding the camera all day?
Good work, you two.
You too, Shivers. You were quite the actress today.
I've read this novel many times before. I have a good grasp of my character's mindset. Anyway, do you remember—
Oh, right! We were having so much fun that Paimon nearly forgot! You have a case where the murders seem really similar to the cases in the novel, right? So,
In the story, the main characters grow up to become— and on each of the victims, they place a rainbow rose as a signal that they've returned. Yes, that's correct. We found—
Oh, that does sound pretty concerning. Especially after seeing the script today. What do you think, Traveler? You're smart. Paimon wants to hear your thoughts.
Good. On behalf of Fontaine's Special Security and Surveillance Patrol, thank you for your dedication. There's no time to lose. We should start investigating right away. Follow me.
Huh? Right now? But we just got done filming all day.
The most valuable intel always comes after nightfall. They are like small, remote islands in the middle of the sea. If you don't stay vigilant, you will pass right by them in the fog. That's how one of my favorite books—
So, where are we going right now?
Let's start by checking out some workshops that sell mechanical components. If the culprit is making their own weapons, it's very likely that they'll visit those sort of places.